All was quiet in 221B Mouse Street. It was the day before Christmas and all the presents were bought. Squirrell Holmes and Dr. Squatson were having hot chocolate with marshmallows in front of a small roaring fire. Small because they were only squirrels, and squirrels do not need big fires. Mouston was rumbling around in another room, and on and off they heard her sing,
I wish you a Merry Christmas, I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Suddenly, the door was flung open and Les Mouse, Scotland Mouse's finest detective, came rushing in. Mr. Holmes, come quickly, a horrific crime has taken place. Old Mrs. and Mr. Meerkats, you know, the ones who live at Coven Nut number 4, has been robbed. They had stores of nuts to give away for Christmas, but now they're all gone. Squirrell Holmes looked at Dr. Squatson, then stood up and said,
The nut is afoot. Come quickly, Squatson.
All three rushed out. Mrs. Mouston shouted at them not to slam the door. Dr. Squatson went back and said, sorry, and only after that did they run again. The snow was not very deep, but fresh, so they left small footprints as they made their way to Covent Nut number 4. When they arrived at the scene, old Mrs. and Mr. Meerkat were crying. Who will we give nuts to this year? Who could do such a heinous crime on Christmas? Squirrell Holmes found out that they had collected nuts many months ago, but only yesterday checked on them and found them stolen. He then examined the ground with his magnifying glass. This crime is unsolvable. The nuts could have been taken months ago, said Les Mouse.
Not at all, my dear fellow. It is quite elementary. See the footprints. They could only have come from a cat. See the broken nuts going in that direction. They could only have been broken by some tools used for nuts. This is the work of Moricatti, the most dangerous cat in all of Mouseville. There is only one place they can sell the nuts. At the black market, the Nutcracker,
said Squirrell Holmes. Dr. Squatson asked if they could not eat soon. He was getting quite hungry. Dr. Squatson was always in the mood for a nibble, and he preferred nuts, the traditional Christmas food.
Not now, Squatson. We have nuts to retrieve.
All three followed the trails of broken nuts leading east under the trees. The Nutcracker was not far off. As they approached a hole in the ground with a sturdy door, they found a cat sleeping on a big bag of nuts, cradling a nutcracker. Moricatti was a brilliant criminal, but he had one fatal weakness. He was always sleepy.
See? Here is the criminal, sleeping and purring.
The cat was soon arrested and sentenced to dress up like Santa Claus and hand out nuts to the less fortunate squirrels of the city. He was closely guarded by Les Mouse, who to his dismay had also been ordered to dress in a Santa Claus uniform. Old Mrs. and Mr. Meerkat were so happy they kept hugging Squirrell Holmes, who, not being a kind of a hugging squirrel, said,
That is quite all right. Now you take these nuts and give them as you intended. And Dr. Squatson, back to 221B Mouse Street, where I believe our Christmas dinner is awaiting us. Roasted nuts.
Elementary, Holmes, said Dr. Squatson with a smile, as they went home and had a long, jolly Christmas dinner on this most fine Christmas Eve.